Yeah, I had trouble logging onto your database for birth records. That'd be great. Great, thanks. Yeah, 1982. Name is Olivia Locke. L-O-C-K-E. Nothing. Okay. Okay, but thank you.
Have you seen Eve?
Not lately. Of course, I'm not her husband.
But you are the chief resident. Forget it.
All right, Kevin, relax. Sorry. When's the last you heard her?
She left a message last night. She said she had an emergency, and that's the last I heard of her.
Did you try the ER?
She never showed up.
What about the on-call room?
I've looked everywhere.
Eve, the sun's come up.
Allison, I know you're upset, but we really have to get you back to Port Charles now.
We are not leaving without Jamal.
Do you know where he is?
He probably left to go get food, okay, while I was sleeping.
Well, Ian and I have... Dr. Thornhart and I have been here for a few hours now, so if he had gone to do an errand, don't you think he'd be back by now?
Well, maybe he had a flat. I stuck a hairpin in his tire, okay, and he had to fix it with that spare in a can, and maybe he's had a blowout and he's off to the side of the road or something.
We would have passed him on the way. I checked, there's only one road up to this place.
Then look again, okay, because after all that he's done for me, I am not leaving him behind.
What if he's left you?
How many times have you paged her?
That makes 6.
She didn't give you any clue as to what this emergency was?
Just that a patient needed her.
Well, that's Eve. You know, when someone that she cares about needs some help, she's gonna be right there for them. Probably gonna drive you crazy.
It's called compassion.
Yeah, I'll try to remember that. It's not easy, is it? Knowing that the woman you love is out there somewhere and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, I guess you're still worried about Julie.
Did Scott and Lucy really go off looking for Christina?
They're determined to bring their daughter back home.
You know something, Kevin? I'm convinced that Julie never would have left with the baby if she thought she could work things out here. Just so many people were giving Scott and Lucy lousy advice. You know, oh, keep Julie away from the baby at all costs. What a great idea that was.
People started playing hardball from the moment Julie came forward. And I don't recall anyone using the word compromise, including you.
Yeah, okay, then I made a mistake. Because the Baldwins, you know, filthy rich and loaded with powerful friends, decided to squash Julie like a bug. Now we're all paying the price.
Kevin Collins?
Kevin, it's Eve. Are you all right? Is that Eve?
I'm fine.
Well, where have you been? I've been paging you for hours.
I'm sorry, I'm out of range here. I'm with Allison at her family cabin. She is starting to remember what happened the night Cedric died. And she is really fragile.
That's what I was afraid of, Eve.
Well, what can I do for her?
Bring her into the hospital right now. I'll take over when you get here.
Okay, we're on our way.
Eve, I can't keep quiet about this. I have to call the police. Can you live with that?
Absolutely. Jamal did not kidnap Allison. In fact, he's the one that called me to come and help her.
Where is he?
Disappeared. He took off. Allison has this feeling that he's going to come back, but I'm trying to convince her he's not.
All right, just hurry back. And Eve,
Last-minute instructions?
I love you.
That I can handle.
Eve okay?
Yeah, so far.
Must be a relief. To know, I mean.
Yes, it is.
It's good she has you to depend on.
Something on your mind, Ramsey?
Yeah, sort of.
Fire away.
Well, but not here. It's kind of personal.
What do you think you're doing? That's my mother.
I'm just trying to find out what makes her tick. Isn't that what you wanted?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Who's that she's talking to?
It's my Aunt Grace.
Why are you whispering?
Nobody ever talks about her.
Well, let's get a little closer and listen in.
I don't want to.
Afraid of what you might find out?
Do they have a right to their secrets?
No. Families with secrets are pure poison, and yet there they are. Sister,
Whispering, shutting you out.
I don't care.
yes, you do. You feel completely abandoned by them, like you're not good enough to know those secrets.
What you said to Dr. Collins about bringing me back, it's not gonna happen.
Why not? Allison, you need help. You need help reliving these memories about the night Cedric died. Kevin can be your guide.
No. I am not giving Cedric another thought until I know that Jamal is safe for sure.
Well, it seems to me maybe that's what Jamal wanted, too.
What?
For you to be safe and sound.
Well, then why did he just leave me here all alone?
He didn't. He called Dr. Lambert, made sure that you were taken care of. Maybe he wanted to give you some time to try to sort through what happened at the warehouse.
Do you know that for sure?
No, I don't. But you could come up with that one important detail that could clear him of murder. You don't think he just up and left you, do you?
No, I
I don't either. But you gotta straighten yourself out, otherwise you're gonna be no good to anybody.
don't. But what if he comes back? Then what do I do?
Listen, Allison, believe me, when he wants to find you, he'll know exactly where to look.
I know this is hard, but it does take a lot more courage to stand and fight than it does to run.
Okay, I don't need the whole rah-rah macho speech. Although I sort of like that you said it. I'll just get my stuff.
Wow. Not bad, Doctor.
What?
What? You talk to her like a human being, you know? No yelling, no big lectures.
Do you think I'm actually, growing as a person?
Merely an observation.
I see.
All right, fine, I'll admit it. Having you around hasn't been terrible. How's that? Will that do?
That'll do fine. Doctor.
Finally, what took you so long?
American Health Food. Who wants a bear claw?
Oh, sounds good. Allison, are you hungry?
Probably.
When's the last time you ate?
Well, Jamal was about to fix me something, but then we heard on the radio that you people thought I was kidnapped.
Well, we people didn't know what to think. Jamal left and then you disappeared.
Oh, God, like you would really think that he would hurt me.
Why wouldn't we?
Because he's so sweet. He's got a lot of attitude. You know, but he was so nice to me, and you should have seen the way he took care of me.
Well, he owes you. You've been a really good friend.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I guess it just kind of snuck up on me that I cared about what happened to him.
It's funny how things work out like that sometimes. You know, when Kevin and I first met, yeah, we got along and everything, but it wasn't like goosebumps, you know? And then we helped each other through some pretty hard times. And all of a sudden, one day, everything just changed, and I just couldn't wait to see his face and see his smile and hear his voice.
But like every day, right?
Mm-hmm. I guess maybe it's just a female thing, huh, Doctor?
Oh, I don't. I'm taking notes. Thinking of writing a book about the weird ways of women.
Oh, come on, like you've never fallen for someone without being aware of it?
Times without number.
Okay, so, give us all the gory details. Come on.
No. Said that I'll drive you home. Miss Barton needs some looking after, and your husband needs to see your loving face. Buckle up. You two in the back.
Ramsey?
This is hard for me, okay?
Fine. Maybe you'd like to see someone else about it.
No, Kevin, please. I mean, you were the one who told me when Julie left if I needed to talk or wanted some help.
Well, then what is it? Don't tell me you've heard from her.
Oh, no. No, I doubt I ever will. No, it's just... See, I've been dumped before by women. It's just not often. Of course, it's just... I've been dumped before, okay? But this time it's different somehow. I don't understand.
You were married to the woman, Chris. It wasn't a one-night stand. You loved her.
I thought I did. I thought she loved me, too. I mean, we had plans, Kevin. We were gonna start a family of our own, raise Christina. I thought that's what she wanted.
Well, she probably did until the situation made her desperate.
Yeah, but I loved her so blindly. I couldn't see what everybody else saw, that she was psycho.
Do you really believe that?
I mean, come on, Kevin, you know what it was like. I mean, you dated, what's her name, Rachel's sister. I mean, you weren't married.
No, and leave Grace out of it.
I'm just talking about levels of trust.
Looking into my personal life won't help you with yours, all right?
Sorry, I didn't mean to touch a nerve.
What's the purpose of this, Ramsey?
I just wanted to get some advice.
About?
About how to get over this. Even after everything Julie did to me, I'm still not over her. I mean, what did you do to get past everything that happened to you?
She died.
Yeah, well, I don't think Julie's gonna make it that easy for me. Wherever she is.
If you really want to find out why it's so hard to let go of Julie, then you need to see a therapist who can be more objective than I can.
No. I don't need my head
Then why come to me? We've never been friends.
Because at least when I talk to you about Julie, I know you're gonna give it to me straight.
If that's what you want, fine. I'm willing to listen. But not now.
Whenever you have the time.
I'll let you know.
She was here. Aunt Grace. Sitting in the sand. Your mom, where is she?
You mean you don't know?
I never knew. People disappear.
Right. And Grace? Now your mother.
No. Mom's right there.
But she's fading away, isn't she? That's what you're really afraid of, isn't it? Something is eating her up. You need to find out what that is.
you're so afraid of. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Mom, I can't hear you.
Finally. Allison, how do you feel?
Her memory's starting to come back in bits and pieces.
But it's all jumbled. And it's really scaring me.
I'm sure it is. But it's gonna be all right. They're only memories. I'll help you through it. But you have to be willing to do some work, too.
Oh, I'm ready. I think.
Well, first we'll have you looked at, make sure you're all right.
Denise? Yeah? Could you find Allison a nice, comfortable private room, please?
And check her vitals. We want to make sure she's not dehydrated. Sure. Come on, thanks.
Wait. Look, I really appreciate you caring enough to come look for me. And also trying to talk some sense into me. Fat chance, right?
Dr. Reinsaldt, pathology. Dr. Russ Reinsaldt, pathology.
So, you were with my wife during her errand of mercy.
Oh, well, you were busy with a patient, and I could see she was upset.
I wasn't upset. I was just a little bit stressed out. It was nothing I couldn't handle on my own.
She's very adamant about it.
Given everything Allison's been through, she looks pretty decent.
It was all Eve. She heard the girl was in trouble, and she jumped right in.
No, it wasn't all me. You're the one that talked her into coming back with us.
Gives me a whole new appreciation for what you head shrinkers do. Let me see what kind of crisis I missed while I was out gallivanting with Dr. Lambert.
Dr. Hope, oncology. Dr. Jan Hope,
Oh, yes. Well, being an angel of mercy can catch up to you.
Especially when I know you were worried about me.
Worried about you? Why? Simply because you jumped in head first into a dangerous situation without looking?
Well, I wouldn't call it dangerous.
The police have shoot-to-kill orders.
Well, I admit it was a little bit hairy at certain times, and I actually did ask myself what the hell I was doing there, but what else am I supposed to do?
Nothing. I guess. Given the person that you are. Actually, I'm proud of you.
Wow. Well, it has been a long day and night.
And it's already another new day.
All I want to do is go home and get straight into bed.
And all I want to do is tuck you in.
Who is it?
It's Chris Ramsey. Charlie?
I don't feel much like visitors.
No, I can tell. You look like you lost your best friend. Sit down. What happened? You get bad news?
I wish. I mean, bad news would be easier to deal with than...
Then what?
Look, I don't want to talk about it.
Well, you know, maybe you don't want to talk about it with me, Charlie, but you should be with someone. I mean, where's Lucy?
She went away. She and Scott to look for the baby.
Well, why don't you give me a shot, huh? Look, you don't even have to talk if you don't want to. Just treat me like a potted plant. See, there's a smile.
A small one.
Well, it's a start. Come on, look at me like a big brother. And remember, no matter how bad things are now, they're only gonna get better.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next Port Charles. on the next Port Charles.
You know, maybe your problem isn't being here, but it's being here alone. What if I stayed here with you?
Kevin's busy. So am I.
Excuse me, I'm with a patient.
Not anymore. I spoke to Amanda Barrington, and I'm taking over Alice's case.
Admit it, the day is never complete without your daily dose of Erica Kane and All My Children. Eventually, Erica will settle down and find someone special again. But is it today? You're going to have to watch and find out. Luckily, All My Children is coming up next here on SoapNet.